And we're here in Boston, Massachusetts. What a gorgeous, beautiful setting. Lovely twilight view of downtown Boston. We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Entire new group here. Johnson, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Lee comes in for Jared Sullinger. Crowder, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Freak subbed in for Bradley. And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Winslow is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Gerald Green. Then there's Chris Anderson. And it's Dragic in at the guard position.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Green. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against Detroit.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Erik Spoelstra. He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding, he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
Thank you, Doris.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary, they haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Here's Freak. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournaments for teams.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. On the floor for Miami, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Stoudemire in at center. With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, you know, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on the winning at both ends of the floor.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Thomas. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging 20 points, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Wade has the open look. And another basket for Miami.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
high, arcing shot, and he gets it to go. Thomas got his first bucket in this one. The Heat leading by 17. Dragic kicks to Winslow.
2 minutes to play in the quarter.
The pass to Wade. No good with the layup. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Zeller. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Zeller's got his second bucket.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Winslow wide open. He fires. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Lee, a screen on Dragic. Feeds it to Zeller. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Now here's Winslow, defended by Crowder. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Teams deciding to change it up. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Zeller. And Freak subbed in for Bradley. The Heat also with a sub. Anderson's checked in. The big men are Sullinger and Olynyk. Thomas is out there with Freak. And it's Turner in its small forward. That's the Boston Five. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Charlotte.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Tries yet again. And that one goes long. Miami leading by 18. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game. He picked up 10 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Boy, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Chris Bosh.
And, you know, we saw Chris Bosh really ramp it up with the three ball last season. I mean, we frequently see vets do that. LaMarcus Aldridge is a recent example. Extending your range is a great way to keep playing at a high level, especially as you enter your 30s.
Here's Dang. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Outside Turner. Inside. Here's Freak. And that one hits back iron.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going is probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best, as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud for the Celtics dancers.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Dang comes in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3, and it's Green in at the point.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Outside Dang. Pass to Bosch. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Freak with it. Now Green defending. Dishes it to Freak. Shot from 12. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Wade kicks to Dang. Wade outside. Pass to Bosch. On the wing, Green. Here's Whiteside, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Jones. Turner comes in for Jerebko. And it's Avery Bradley in for Smart. And a new group in for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Haslam comes in for Chris Bosh. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Gerald Green. With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
Sullinger against Chalmers. To the inside, Haslam. Rebound, Boston. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. He feeds it to Freak. Down low. Olynyk the pass to Bradley. Olynyk sets a screen for Bradley. Kicks it to Olynyk. Plenty of space. Puts up the baby hook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Something else you like to see is how well they shot.
Some changes for Boston. Jerebko's checked in for Turner. And Freak subbed in for Bradley.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Greg, I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Dwayne Wade. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain